I want to tell you something that most men get completely wrong about attraction. You think it's about what you say, how you look. And while those things might get you noticed, they're not what makes a woman actually want you. The truth is far more psychological than that. Attraction isn't created through grand gestures or perfect pickup lines. It's created through understanding how desire actually works in the human mind. And here's the uncomfortable part. Most of what you've been taught about attracting women is not just wrong, it's actively working against you. Today, we're breaking down what actually creates genuine attraction. Not surface-level interest, not momentary fascination, but the kind of desire that makes a woman pursue you rather than the other way around. This isn't about manipulation or tricks. This is about understanding human psychology and becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts the right people. If you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding how attraction actually works, let's dive in. Before we get into any strategies, we need to clear up a fundamental misunderstanding that is keeping so many men stuck: the difference between interest and attraction. Interest is surface level. A woman might be interested in you because you're funny, successful, good-looking, or simply because you gave her attention at the exact right moment. But interest is fragile, it fades quickly, it doesn't create pursuit, it doesn't create deep desire. Attraction, on the other hand, is deep, it's psychological, it's emotional. When a woman is genuinely attracted to you, she thinks about you when you're not around, she initiates contact, she makes herself available, she pursues connection rather than just passively receiving your attention. So, what creates this deeper level of attraction? Research in evolutionary psychology shows that attraction is triggered by specific qualities that signal high mate value, but it's not what most men think. It's not about being the tallest, richest, or best-looking guy in the room. The qualities that create genuine attraction are psychological: confidence without arrogance, independence without coldness, strength balanced with emotional awareness, and self-respect that is evident in how you treat yourself and others. Notice what's not on that list: neediness, overeagerness, desperation to please, or a willingness to abandon yourself for someone else's approval. Here is the core principle you need to understand. Attraction is created when someone perceives you as valuable, scarce, and emotionally stable, not because you're trying to convince them of these things, but because you genuinely embody them. Think about the last time you were really attracted to someone. It probably wasn't because they were chasing you, agreeing with everything you said, or making themselves endlessly available. More likely, they had their own life, their own opinions, and they didn't seem to need your validation to feel good about themselves. That's what we are building toward, not a performance of confidence, but the genuine thing. Which brings us to the first major shift you need to make: stop seeking approval. The single biggest mistake men make when trying to attract a woman is seeking her approval, and ironically, the more you want someone, the more likely you are to fall into this trap. Approval seeking shows up in subtle ways: constantly asking if she's having a good time, changing your opinions to match hers, over-explaining yourself when she questions something, seeking reassurance that she likes you, or modifying your behavior based on her reactions. From a psychological standpoint, approval-seeking communicates insecurity, and insecurity is the ultimate attraction killer. When you seek approval, you're essentially saying, "I need you to validate my worth because I don't believe in it myself," and no one is attracted to someone who doesn't believe in their own value. Here's what happens in her psychology when you stop seeking approval. First, she experiences you as grounded. Your sense of self isn't dependent on her reactions, which makes you emotionally stable, a quality that triggers deep attraction. Second, she respects you more. Respect is the foundation of attraction. When you don't need her approval, you demonstrate that you have standards and self-respect. Third, she feels less pressure. When you're not constantly seeking validation, interactions become more relaxed and genuine. She can be herself because you're not making the entire dynamic about whether she likes you enough. This doesn't mean being indifferent or not caring about her feelings. It means having a strong enough sense of self that her approval, while nice, isn't necessary for you to feel valuable. The paradox is this: the less you seek her approval, the more she'll value yours. Next, you need to understand a psychological principle that most men resist but absolutely need to embrace: absence increases value. When you're constantly available, constantly texting, constantly making yourself the solution to every moment of boredom she has, you eliminate scarcity, and scarcity is a fundamental driver of value perception. This isn't about playing hard to get or being manipulative. It's about having a genuine life that doesn't revolve around any one person. Think about it from a basic economic perspective. Things that are abundant are cheap, things that are scarce are valuable. Your time and attention work the exact same way. When you have genuine things occupying your time, meaningful work, personal goals, friendships, hobbies, self-development, your availability naturally becomes limited, and that limitation makes the time you do spend with her significantly more valuable. There's also a psychological phenomenon called the Zeigarnik effect. This is our brain's tendency to remember and think about incomplete or interrupted tasks more than completed ones. When you create space, when you don't immediately satisfy every desire for connection, you create an incomplete loop in her mind that keeps her thinking about you. Here's what healthy space looks like. You don't respond to every text immediately, not because you're playing games, but because you're genuinely engaged in other parts of your life. You maintain your own schedule. You don't cancel plans with friends or abandon personal goals just because she's available. You're comfortable with gaps in communication. You can go a day or two without talking, and it doesn't create anxiety. You don't fill her every free moment. When she's bored, you aren't always. The solution: this gives her the space to miss you, rather than taking your presence for granted. The psychological impact of this is profound. When you're not constantly there, she starts to wonder about you. What is he doing? Why isn't he reaching out? That wondering creates emotional engagement, and here's the key: this only works if the space is genuine. If you're sitting at home obsessing over her while pretending to be busy, she'll sense the incongruence. But when you're genuinely living a full life, that natural scarcity becomes incredibly attractive. Now, let's talk about the core of it all: developing genuine confidence. Confidence is the most misunderstood element of attraction. It isn't about being loud, dominating conversations, or constantly trying to prove your worth. Real confidence is quiet, it's internal, it's the deep belief that you are valuable regardless of external validation. Women can sense the difference between genuine confidence and the performance of confidence immediately. The performance is exhausting and ultimately unattractive. The genuine thing is magnetic. So, how do you develop genuine confidence? First, build competence. Confidence without competence is delusion. Become genuinely skilled at things that matter to you. Develop your career, learn valuable skills, take care of your physical health, cultivate knowledge in areas you're passionate about. Each time you achieve something through genuine effort, your internal confidence increases because you have evidence of your own capability. Second, face your fears. Confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's the willingness to act despite fear. Every time you do something that scares you and survive it, you prove to yourself that you're more capable than you thought. Third, stop comparing yourself to others. Confidence dies in comparison. Focus on being better than you were yesterday, not better than someone else today. When you're genuinely confident, you don't need to prove anything. You can listen more than you talk. You can be comfortable in silence. You can admit when you don't know something without feeling threatened. You make decisions without excessive deliberation because you trust your judgment. This kind of confidence creates attraction because it signals emotional stability and maturity. It communicates that you're a complete person who would add to someone's life rather than drain from it. Another crucial element that flips the dynamic: maintain your standards. Having standards is attractive. Being selective about who you invest in is attractive. Most men make the mistake of being so eager for female attention that they have no real standards. Any woman who shows interest is immediately elevated to the one. This desperation is palpable and deeply unattractive. But when you have genuine standards, when you know what you're looking for and you're willing to walk away from people who don't meet those standards, something powerful happens. You become more desirable. Why? Because selectivity implies value. If you're selective about who gets your time and attention, it means that time and attention are valuable. Think about exclusive clubs or high-end brands. Part of their appeal is that not everyone can access them, they have standards, they're selective, and that selectivity creates desire. Your standards should be based on character, values, and compatibility, not just physical attraction. When you have clear answers to what you will and won't tolerate, you naturally filter out people who aren't compatible. You demonstrate self-respect, which others respect in turn. You become more attractive. Because you're not available to just anyone. The paradox is that the more willing you are to walk away, the less often you'll need to. When people sense that you have standards and won't tolerate poor treatment, they're much more likely to treat you well. Finally, we need to talk about the most nuanced point of all, the balance between emotional presence and emotional independence. Many men make one of two mistakes. They're either completely unavailable emotionally, closed off, distant, unable to connect, or they're emotionally dependent, needing constant reassurance, unable to regulate their own emotions, making their partner responsible for their emotional state. Neither extreme is attractive. What creates genuine attraction is the ability to be emotionally present and connected while maintaining emotional independence and stability. This means you can be vulnerable and share your feelings, but you don't collapse emotionally. You can care deeply about someone, but your entire emotional state doesn't depend on them. You can be supportive and empathetic, but you don't lose yourself in their emotions. Women are attracted to men who can handle the full spectrum of human emotion, both their own and others, without becoming destabilized. You can express care and affection without needing constant reciprocation. You can enjoy intimate connection without needing it to feel complete. This balance is rare. Most men either shut down emotionally or become emotionally overwhelming. The man who can be both connected and stable stands out dramatically. Making a woman want you isn't about tricks, tactics, or manipulation. It's about becoming a genuinely attractive man, someone who is confident without arrogance, independent without coldness, emotionally present without neediness, and selective without being judgmental. The core principles are simple but require genuine internal work. Stop seeking approval. Create healthy space by living a full life. Develop genuine confidence through competence. Maintain your standards and be willing to walk away. And balance emotional presence with emotional independence. When you embody these qualities authentically, attraction happens naturally. You don't have to chase, convince, or prove yourself. You simply become someone that high-quality women naturally want to be around. And the beautiful part is, when you do this work, you're not just becoming more attractive to women, you're becoming a better, more complete person. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below sharing your biggest takeaway from this video, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more insights on psychology, relationships, and personal development. I'm Tony. Transform your relationships, elevate your communication, and as always, know thyself. Let's keep building.